Beyonce's highly anticipated studio album, Renaissance, may have been leaked just 2 days before it was set to be released.
Yeah, so Variety says it found high-quality sound files circulating online that sound like the album.
Beyonce's Renaissance era is a mess. The album's lead single, Break My Soul, was released a few hours earlier of its planned release, as it was leaked, and the album itself was leaked 2 days in advance of its original release date, as physical CDs were for sale in France. This isn't the first Beyonce album leak, unfortunately. Her fourth studio album, 4, leaked 3 weeks in advance. As a Beyonce stan, Renaissance leaking evoked stress, anger, misery, cause how the F her team fumble like that?
Are you dumb?
I love you deep, Beyoncé tweeting at her fans, grateful that they spurned the leaked tracks from Renaissance that were bouncing around the internet earlier this week and focused on getting the real ones. And now that they've got them, they can't get enough.
I pull up in these clothes, look so good, cause I'm in that house.
No stranger to electric album openers, Beyonce's first words on Renaissance is the intro to the beautiful chaos listeners are in a treat for. Spencer Corneber from The Atlantic states, Beyonce herself might admit that her 7th studio album, Renaissance, is a mess. Conventional songwriting rules, polite taste paradigms, and the best practices for headache avoidance were clearly not priorities here. The songs clatter, wobble, and lurch into one another while Beyonce wavers between singing and doing silly voices. In multi-track, listening to her past albums felt like being whisked in a luxury sedan through a landscape of mountains, valleys, and meadows. Listening to this one is like becoming a pinball, and pinballs have a lot of fun. David Cobald from The Line of Best Fit states, the Renaissance taking place is the revival of disco and house in her music, much alike the current cultural revival of OG house music, most recently found in Drake's Honestly Nevermind and Charli XCX's Crash. None of these do it quite like Beyonce though. To add to David's lovely statement, Honestly Nevermind is Drake's failed attempt at new sounds, while Renaissance is the HBIC eating sounds she's never done, sitting real cozy. Track 2 on Renaissance is a fierce and confident nod to queer culture, paying homage to Chicago house, while track 3, Alien Superstar, is a lot of steamy, lip-biting motivation with a vibe reminiscent of The Great Gatsby, but this ain't for those with the American dream, it's for the sexy bees who are the bar. The next track is one of the standout tracks and my personal fave. It's got a cinematic groove to it, it's full of funk, soul, stacked vocals, horns, and black excellence. I'm uber obsessed with the third verse's rap flow and how she goes into singing while maintaining an infectious, groovy, oovy flow that'll have you moving.
So excited, I'm a seasoned professional.
Cuffit's transition into energy featuring Beam will make you buzz quick. Energy following Cuffit was genius, as it continues the album's beaming energy with its ferocious drums and cutting-edge vocal delivery from the Unexpected duo. Speaking of unexpected, the singer Khalees's Milkshake was interpolated and credited on Energy. Gag is, Khalees wasn't aware.
I'm an artist, so as Erica said, I'm sensitive about my The reality is, okay, is that my real beef is not only with Beyonce, because at the end of the day, she sampled a record, she's copied me before, she's done it before, so have many other artists. It's fine, I don't care about that. The issue is that not only are we female artists, okay, black female artists in an industry that there's not that many of us, right? We've met each other, we know each other, we have mutual friends, it's not hard, she can contact, right? It's just common decency, right? It's common decency, especially because I know what I own and what I don't own. I also know the lies that were told. I also know the things that were stolen. Publishing was stolen. People were swindled out of rights. It happens all the time, especially back then. So it's not about me being mad about Beyonce. Everyone's like, you're all sheep. And I'm talking to the people who are obsessed and blind, just like, oh, like it's so dumb. It's so ignorant. She's one issue because it was stupid and disrespectful and she should have at least reached out. And the reality is that it's frustrating. I have the right to be frustrated. Why? Because no one had the human decency to call and be like, yo, hey, would like to use your record, which by the way, the reason I'm annoyed is because I know it was on purpose. And I'm gonna say what I have to say. I don't mince my words. So all of you Beyonce fans, knock yourselves out. I'm not mad like that. It's not about me being jealous of someone using my song. That's the dumbest, most ignorant thing I've ever heard. So just to add to my thought, you wanna talk about Pharrell's time? Oh, cause I'm happy. I'd be happy too if I was stealing all kinds of folks' publishing and rights to songs and all kinds of stuff.
Renaissance's lead single and 6th track, Break My Soul, featuring Big Frida, is a house-infused, comforting, carefree, joyous anthem catered to guide listeners in reclaiming their happiness by demanding better for themselves. Next is Church Girl, the track that gagged me the most as it transformed a Clark Sisters gospel into Choppa style Beyoncé edition with the Little City Girls reference. I couldn't help but think of Chloe Bailey. You know, the streets love saying she's a good girl acting bad. Anyways, Plastic Off the Sofa slows things down, delivering a warm, glistening, seductive slow jam, leading the listener into Virgo Groove's 6 minutes of euphoria, as the radiant tune will have listeners higher than Rapunzel.
Me and my girlfriends came out to play.
Those 4 seconds of Move gotta be marinated with crack. Oh my gosh. Big B, Grace Jones, and Thames as a trio is oh so cunty. They slaughtered this dancehall, Afrobeat, rap, and hip house infused anthem before transitioning into B's solo performance on Heated, a celebratory tune dedicated
to my Uncle Johnny, the most fabulous gay man I've ever known and I ever knew.
Filled with Island Gal vibes and ballroom MC Beyoncé chanting during its last minute. She very much ate, and the same could be said regarding Thick, as the dark, bubbly bounce beat is dance material and its production is crisp. The corny lyrics could be better, but Beyonce's sultry vocal delivery balances it all out. How much y'all want to bet track 13 will be an underrated gem on this album? Sack is letting it be known now. He loves this mother effing adventurous, ethereal, hyperpop, glitterly spaceship bop entitled All Up in Your Mind. Next at number 14 is America Has a Problem, a track one would expect to be a political statement, but it's just rap Beyonce reminding everyone she's the baddest bee in America before it fades into an earworm that'll bring all the girls and gays
To the floor.
Keeping the girlies on the floor, Renaissance concludes with the Donna Summer interpolated anthem carried by an angelic vocal performance from Beyonce, topped off with a big-ish talking finale.
Not Beyonce dropping this gay ass album, girl. If you coming out, just let us know, cause on God, we gonna welcome you with open fucking arms.
Serving as 1/3 of a trilogy, Act 1 of Renaissance sees an elegant, raunchy, joyous Beyonce letting loose, embracing imperfection. What sucks is the lack of visuals, as having visuals would have further allowed listeners a further escape into the world of what is arguably Beyonce's best album to date. Renaissance is album of the year.
Period.